Sorry about that. The video just cut off when I closed the camera. I was trying to search for the guy's name. He's called Rita McLeod, right? I think I've like spoken to him in comments a bit before. He was making a video like he saw like some guy. It's not. It's fucked up, bro. Like dangling like a kid off a fucking. It's scary. It's scary, man. Like, do you know like Michael Jackson basically he was getting Michael Jackson vibes. Do you know when all those like paparazzi were outside his hotel in like Europe somewhere, and he just dangled the kid out like to show, oh, this is the kid we've had and shit, like, off a fucking balcony, like what the fuck, like, and some guy was doing something similar. It went off a like proper high up balcony, but it was still like, do you know, it's a baby, like you can just a few feet if you drop like you could hurt it basically, like, and yeah, like so I feel bad about this because I was just kind of in my like anarchy. I don't, sorry, not anarchy, but just, that kind of like, just, oh, don't interrupt, just fuck, let it be or whatever. This guy was just talking shit to his kid. His kid was like, oh, we've come swimming and fuck, like, you forgot my fucking goggles and now I can't go swimming. And he was like saying all this shit, like, oh, you whinging, like, what have I got to do now? So you stop whinging and like all this. She was really harsh, man, like, and just like, do you know, can you imagine being a kid, right? And you swimming's like swimming sick in it as a kid. You're like, yo, and I don't know. Oh yeah, we're gonna go swimming. Yeah, we're gonna go then. We're gonna go swimming. Yeah, sick. So you gonna swim? Yeah. And then it's like you get there and they fucking don't have the goggles and shit. And then like the kid, you'd be like really like, what the fuck? Like, you're expecting something fun to happen, it doesn't happen. And the guy's just, your dad's just being a knobhead, like, um, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's his fault, kind of. I don't like to bring this fault thing too much, but because again, I don't think like people can. I don't think they're even responsible, like, for forgetting the goggle, like, because I don't think they're like people in that sense, like, where it's just like it's just something that happens, like, but yeah, it's just, you know what I mean? I remember being a kid and someone's like just talking shit to you and they own you, they fucking own you. What the fuck? That's like really like, just what the fuck? They're supposed to be a carer, right? But they basically own you, let's be honest. And they can like make you suffer, like, just in normal parent ways. Like, oh, you're not doing it. Oh, you going to bed early now. You're not. Some people do this fucked up thing where it's like you're not having dinner. What the fuck is that? You're not having like supper because I don't know, you gave a middle finger to this, like, the someone. I don't know. It's fucking really messed up, but yeah, it's just bizarre, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about something a bit more serious though. Like, do you know, like, I kind of like posted a video of like some philosopher talking, and he was kind of like saying why this is hell, and he was saying like it's no joke, like this is hell. We're in hell, we live in hell, and yeah, it was a really good video, man. He gave really good like points and stuff for why it is, and I think a lot of people could relate to it. It's like, yeah, no one admits like this is how they're just like, I don't know, if you say it to someone, they'd be like, uh, do you know what I mean? They don't realize like it's really, really that. Um, but I wanted to talk about why I think it's kind of hell, and I just, that issue with that dialogue with the parent and his kid, just really like scolding him. not treating him like an equal, and just, you know, and yeah, there's more stuff. Obviously, it can just get like more serious, and that's the thing, right? It can get like so serious that we we can't even quantify it. Um, we can't quantify it in like a measurement sort of way. We can't like say, oh, it's this many quintubules of suffering, or this is quintubules of seriousness, and do you know what I mean? And then I guess like, do you know when like religions and shit like talk about like hell, like they say that's like the most serious thing, right? That um do you know what I mean? Because they're basically like making the parameters like, okay, this is forever, and yeah, it's really like unspeakably bad, and yeah, man. But do you know what? Like, I I kind of like have a feeling that it is pretty serious, um, and I think that's just what I'm going through, and just what we've seen. Like we've seen in this community, like people have passed away, and just in the world as well, people pass away, and sometimes it's in a horrific sort of way, and I just have a feeling that that is like extreme, like serious, like extremely serious, extreme seriousness. In the negative, like negatively serious, and yeah, I think some people don't like subscribe to like spirituality and stuff, because I don't know, like maybe just different upbringing, different like what do you call it, temperament, um, maybe all the stuff they've been fed as spiritual is just not not good enough. It's just not good enough, or it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? That I think that's like a big thing, because you can just all these people like saying stuff. You can just be like, yeah, but it doesn't like fully work, and they kind of saying like, I remember saying this to people. They're like, yeah, but you feel a little better, and it's like, come on, you are like using this thing as like we're in basically some weird death camp, torture, just evil crap goes on, and do you know what I mean? You're kind of like in need of like being saved or something. And these guys are just saying, oh, well, it doesn't fully work. Well, oh, well, are you not trying hard enough? Well, and you just, it's like, people are pretty smart. Like, they're just like, no, like, you're just, you're just like bullshitting people. Like, like snake oil salesman or something. This is the thing, though. Like, some people, like, think that it's like, there is some truth to it, but it's just what most people are like talking about. Like, I don't know, like they'll say like you are you are love or something. I don't know, like, or just it's a bit kind of like tacky, right? And it's like at serious odds with this reality we're in. This is like, I don't know. It's kind of like tarnishes uh, that term heavily. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So I think we're basically in a hell, because it's pretty bad. Like when it gets bad, it gets pretty bad. Um, and Yeah, other people's responses to it is just terrible. It's really like just awful, um, for the most part. And um, yeah, there's no way out kind of a thing. Um, yeah, it's almost, I don't want to really use this analogy because maybe this is worse than what we're subjected to, but I don't know. I think we're in a very serious thing still, so. But do you know, like animals or whatever, it's like, yeah, there's no way out, but something serious is gonna happen to you at the end, and it's very not good for you. It's very not, you know, it's gonna harm you seriously. And we're in that situation, and yeah, people are just pretending. Kind of thought of this analogy. It's like like we're almost like running across a minefield of sorts, and people are trying to say to us like, oh, uh, like, oh, it's worth it when you like get across, like, but it never would be worth. Do you know what I mean? Like doing something like dangerous, it would never be worth like whatever anyone says like you're getting for it. It's like it's and it's kind of a not a moral thing to say to someone that it is, right? Um, but yeah, so there's that. Um, what else? What else? Sorry, just give me a minute to think, please. Um, yeah, okay, so I'll just get onto this as well. Like this, obviously, this is like the weird stuff, right? I think like I've had a lot of experiences in my life now. I'm like 33, and some of them I just can't explain in like normal terms, right? Just like as a physicist would say things are, or like a scientist, or just people in general, right? I'd just be like, what was that? Like seems really like strange, and not even like sometimes it's strange and it's like cool, um, because it's like uh, it opens up like the realms of possibility in a positive sense, but then a lot of the times it's like cause for concern because it's like some kind of scary, or like it gives you a lot of anxiety or something. And yeah, like I think there might, do you know what I mean? Something we can't explain, like supernatural, just like, but bad supernatural. Um, and I don't know really what it is. I mean, and when I'm talking about like this, the really bad stuff, it's like, people mention like demons and like devils or a devil. And this is in religions, right? It's pretty much in every religion. Like, there's some kind of like dark force, like, um, you know, and not just the Abrahamic faiths, but also like some of the Indian ones, and yeah, just everywhere, all over the place, right? Um, I think it might there might be that. That's the scary thing. There might be like some kind of weird monster kind of thing, like the boogeyman. I don't know, something like that. Just making the real nasty stuff the real nasty parts like take place, and just do you know the real thing that like kind of like what everyone resents to about life, like every the part of life where like everyone people can say like yeah we just don't want the thing in its entirety, and I know what they mean, like I agree with that, like it's just all like flawed, right? It's a flawed reality. But yeah, that really unagreeable stuff that I kind